Following the Curse of Osiris DLC, a lot of exotics have had their exotic perks tweaked. Some for the better, some for the worst, but there's been quite a few changes. So instead of making new episodes for the optimized series for all of them, I'll try to streamline it into a few episodes, calling it the re-optimized series. Anyway, getting straight into it. I'll do a brief comparison between the old and new versions of exotics, give a few suggestions for builds, and my opinion on the change. Up first is the Lucky Pants, probably one of my least used exotics in D2. The original exotic perk increased hand cannon ready speed and initial accuracy. Pretty underwhelming for an exotic in my opinion. Now the Lucky Pants exotic perk will load one round into the chamber of stowed hand cannons, if the shot is a precision shot. Pretty interesting bonus, since it can let you pair up a hand cannon with something like an auto rifle, and refill the mag of the hand cannon very easily. But to dedicate an exotic to it, probably not. To optimize the new Lucky Pants, I would use my Midnight Coup in conjunction with an auto rifle like Positive Outlook. I do think that this is an improvement on the old perk, but at this stage, the only thing I find particularly interesting about this exotic is the infinite ammo glitch you can do. Up next are the Karnstein armlets, a well-liked exotic in the community. The original exotic perk used to grant you health and ability energy on melee hits. The amount of health and energy you got back wasn't very much, but after a lot of melee attacks, it would stack up. The real strength of this exotic was with the Stormcaller Super. Since it treated your lightning hits as melee attacks, it would constantly heal you while you were dealing damage. The new Karnsteins have been completely reworked however. The exotic perk now grants you mobility and resilience on a melee hit, will highlight weak enemies, and the melee kills will greatly heal you. Quite a significant change to this exotic, so how does it perform now? Honestly, I'd have to say it's a bit underwhelming. Getting a bonus to resilience and mobility while meleeing enemies is nice, as well as the highlighting of enemies, but the melee kills restoring health seems like it's overlapping a bit with the Devour build in the Voidwalker skill tree. My recommendation for this exotic would probably still be with the Devour build, since getting a melee kill with Devour and the Karnsteins on pretty much refill your health instantly. Also, if you cannot keep your Devour streak alive, the Karnsteins will still allow you to heal on melee kills, while you wait for your abilities to recharge. So in short, the new Karnsteins are okay, but since they've removed the ability to heal in your Stormcaller Super, I feel like the Karnsteins are going to be replaced by other exotics, like Crown of Tempest or the Nezarec. Now for the Peacekeepers, and this is going to be a very short review. The exotic perk originally would reload your stowed submachine guns, and let you ready them instantly. The ready and stow speed of these boots have now been increased. Given that I was a fan of this exotic before the change, the fact that they're even better now is awesome. In terms of builds, still go with 2 submachine guns, dump the entire mag at a target, then switch out to your other sub. Once that sub is empty, rinse and repeat. In content like Heroic Strikes, the Peacekeepers continue to be a fun and viable option. Up next is Mask of the Quiet One, an interesting exotic that has been through some changes. Since launch, the exotic perk on the Quiet One did quite a few things. You would get grenade, melee, and barricade energy back for taking damage, and void ability kills grant health regen. What the helmet also did however, was give you energy back for being shot by teammates, even though they weren't physically damaging you. Also, the void ability kills granting health regen was pretty inconsistent. You used to trigger health regen on void ability damage, not kills, for everything void related except for shield bash. Now, they've fixed some of the bugs of this exotic. You no longer get ability energy for teammates shooting you, and shield bash will trigger health regen. Interestingly though, they haven't changed the fact that void ability damage, not kills, will trigger health regen. There's still also the inconsistency with shield bash in your super. Only the heavy attack in a combo will heal you, not the light attacks. While the Mask of the Quiet One has been tweaked a bit, I still don't feel like it's a worthwhile choice. If I was going to use it, I'd still roll with Code of the Protector, and utilise my defensive strike melee to heal and overshield me. But in general, as a Sentinel Titan, I'd still suggest going with Doomfang or Saint 14. I think that should do it for this episode. There are still a few exotics that did receive changes in the Curse of Osiris expansion, such as the Starfire Protocol, the Feedback Fence, and the Doom Marches, but I'll most likely cover them in a later episode, or maybe just cover them individually. So what do you guys think of the changes made to exotics in Curse of Osiris? In my opinion, I'd say Lucky Pants are better, but still not quite good enough. Karnsteins are marginally worse, but still pretty usable. Peacekeepers are great, but still require the use of submachine guns, so it's not going to be useful in every scenario, and Mask of the Quiet One remains inconsistent. A fraction better than it was, but still not really worth investing your exotic slot for. Anyway, these are just my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, guys.